What is going on, guys? My name is Kix Mitchell, and welcome to another Fiverr Friday. Today, we're going to jump off with Adam's Avenue, The Ocean. But first of all, if you guys want me to react to your music, it's simple. Just go over to fiverr.com/KixMitchell and follow the instructions to do that there. It gives you an opportunity for me to react and give you feedback on your song. And if you're just an artist listening and watching these videos, you can pick up some tips, some stuff that I can give you here. So without further ado, let's do Adam's Avenue, The Ocean.
Ocean, we lost ourselves in the ocean. We lost ourselves.
Man, last night I hardly got any rest. I was up pretty late and I couldn't sleep in my bed. I was up tossing and turning, didn't know what that meant. But I had a short dream that didn't make any sense. See, normally when I have a dream I forget, but for some reason I just couldn't get this out of my head. I was floating in the ocean, I was kind of impressed, cause no one was there and I was the only one left. See, recently I've been feeling down and depressed, but in my dream every irritating thought just left. It was the feeling I never felt, I was kind of obsessed. Man, this feeling's addictive and I gotta get it again. Fuck.
We lost ourselves in the ocean. We lost ourselves.
Nearly every day I'm always going through hell. Yeah, you don't really see it, but no one ever could tell. And yes, I've made a few mistakes, but people laugh cause I fell. But when I fall asleep, man, that's really where I excel. Yeah, this life is a prison and planet Earth is my cell. Man, fuck this reality, I'm hope I'm getting expelled. They say to talk about my feelings, well, you want me to yell? Because I'm screaming SOS, but no one's stopping to help. So it's leading to this. The only place I feel comfortable is just sleeping with fish. If I had just a wish, do you know what that is? I'd wish to never wake up from my dreams and just drift.
Ocean, we lost ourselves in the ocean. We lost ourselves.
Alright, guys, that was Adam's Avenue, The Ocean, and off the jump, Adam, I enjoy your voice. I feel like you have a lot of potential in your voice. This particular song with your flow, I feel like you were off the mark just a little bit, only because I feel like, I'm not sure what I said in the last Fiverr Friday, but I feel like you're not putting enough words in your in your bars, and I feel like it's kind of like this staggering kind of thing for you to try to keep on pace with the bar when I just feel like you need to fill it a little bit more. I think that your flow would work a little bit better if you did a more of a up-tempo kind of faster thing. And I think you're the one that I said reminded me a little bit of Fort Minor. So I would go and check them out and see how they attack and approach verses and songs. But I would definitely, I think, do a little bit more of an upper tempo flow simply because I feel like you're playing catch up with the beat a lot of the time. But I do see a lot of potential in your voice. I think with the production of it, I think was a little heavy on the reverb. I would have liked to come back on that a little bit just to have a more natural sounding thing. I think whoever produced it was trying to go for more like ocean wavy kind of voice, and I see what they did. That I wish they would have just pulled back on that just a little bit. But overall, dude, I like, hold on, I'm messing up. Whoever shot the video did a pretty nice job. It's important because in the last one, I don't think that there was, you guys had a video, so it's cool to put a face to the person. Your image looks fine, like you are in all black. I would suggest, unless you want the glasses to be your thing, if you want glasses to like be your image, then I would not have them, simply because I think eye contact is important and people feel like they'll really know someone when they see them and like see their eyes. Just something to think about. That's a little weird tip, but I think it's something that could really actually help you excel, is that I feel like people perceive people more genuine when you can see their eyes. And I'm not sure what about that, but there's one thing that I wanted to throw in there. Let me listen to this. The ghost trails in the video are cool. But yeah, I think that just the main thing, dude, is just work on different cadences and different flows. I would experiment, listen to some artists that you haven't maybe heard of. You're probably going to have to go down a road of like some Tech Nines, Chris Calico, like those more like to the extreme of fast flows. I definitely don't go all the way to that point, but just listen to like some Tech Nines and similar artists around there, to listen how they ride beats and how they attack a verse, and kind of pick up some traits of how they go about it, and how they go on the beat, because you can go very fast where you're doing double time, and I think that you just need to add a little bit more just to have it sound more natural. So thank you so much, Adams Avenue, and on to the next. And next up, guys, is Sham, Broken Mirror. And be sure as well to go in the comment section below and give your feedback on these artists, because I'm sure that they would appreciate it.
It's true, in this life, I've never been the one. In your eyes, I've never been the truth. All you saw was a broken mirror. And it's true, in this life, I've never been the one. In your eyes, I've never been the truth. All you saw was a broken mirror.
And sometimes it's like you don't give a shit no more. Walk out the door, you don't give a shit what for. Hawk at me and call me a bitch, what for? Laugh, shout loudly, then smack the shit out me. How the fuck am I on the floor bleeding? Mascara leaking, crying and hardly speaking. I'm caught up reminiscing, I'm holding a vision. You control my incisions, I'm folded, not living. And don't you hear me? Crying at night, bruises from abuses as I'm dying inside. Trying to hide and crack a fucking smile. It breaks me lately, I think, why am I alive? Do you even love me? As I try to survive, trying to give you it all, I'm slipping, gonna fall. These nights I bleed, and you don't even call. Sometimes for hours I just stare at the wall. Friends and family asking what happened to me, and I'm just laughing, saying I live happily, when actually I'm passing the depths of hell. No, I'd pick death to jail. Instead, I guess I'm nearly hoping for death. No money, now how the fuck we go and survive? And I haven't told you, but now we got a child.
It's true, in this life, I've never been the one. In your eyes, I've never been the truth. All you saw was a broken mirror. It's true, in this life, I've never been the one. In your eyes, I've never been the truth. All you saw was a broken mirror.
Yeah, I see you smirking, you got my head spinning. The devil's lurking, and this thread is thinning. A lost mess, I might as well be an object. Hot sweat before I say the words, or maybe not yet. I pause, this baby's your threat and not applause. Maybe I'm just crazy, I'm full of flaws. I see her face crunch up and then punch the wall and lunge and grasp my throat. Maybe this is my last tightrope. I'm shaking, it's dark and I can feel my heart's pulsating. You gotta let me breathe, I got your seed. I can't see, and I can feel the banister too much, and I slip like a gas canister. Your seed, you bastard, you damaged her and snapped my neck. Now we'll never breathe again. I hope you burn forever and see us when you finally reach these gates. And then God says no and sends you the heat and flames, and it's only you that can eat the blame. There's no retreat. I hope you feel the pain, cause you see that I will never breathe again.
It's true. It's like I've never been the one. In your eyes, I've never been the truth. All you saw was a broken mirror. It's true. It's like I've never been the one. In your eyes, I've never been the truth. All you saw was a broken mirror.
Don't you ever put your hands on a woman unless you're ready for karma to beat you to the ground. Don't you ever hit another human being, physically or mentally.
Don't say anything or do anything that would hurt another person under any circumstance. Because that hurt will come back on you. I don't care who you are nor what circumstances you're working under or living under. If you hurt another person, you will be hurt 10 times as much, and it'll be 100 times as great if you wait long enough. There is no escape from that.
All right, guys, that was Sham Broken Mirror, and off the jump, dude. I think I like the content of what you were speaking about. I think the biggest thing that you should work on is, I think the biggest thing holding you back is you have to get. I'm not sure what you're recording on, but it sounds like it's really muffled, and I'm not sure if that's the microphone or the post production of the mixing and mastering. The biggest thing I think would be to get a decent microphone, number one, and then the second thing would be, if you are mixing this, to play around with a couple different things. I'll give you some tips in a second, or you can go to Fiverr, where you found me, and you can literally pay like $10 to $15 to find people to mix and master the song for you. And if that's the case, and if it was just the mixing, then you can go that route. And I'm not sure if the mix was to like feel trapped, and that like what you were speaking about, and you want it to reflect that. But I think it would have done better if it was just like a normal kind of production, where you can really hear what you're saying, because it sounds like kind of like you're talking on a cell phone, where you're missing like some of the high and missing a lot of the high frequencies, because a lot of it is more on the lower end and lower frequencies, and that could be the microphone, or it could be the post-production, or a mixture of the two. So if you have the microphone that you have, one thing that I would play with is raising some of the higher frequencies. Learn what EQ is if you're doing the mixing and you want to raise some of the higher frequencies, not all the way to the end of the highest frequency, but more towards the middle, towards the end half. And that's where really your voice lies, because it sounds like you have a lot of the lower frequencies, but you need some of the higher ones as well to make it sound like a normal voice. But other than that, dude, I really liked your play with some lyricism. I saw a lot of double rhymes, which is cool, and some internal rhymes as well, which was cool. I would play around with doing some multis maybe a little bit. Give me a sec. Because you definitely got down rhyming words together, but the next step I think in that would be to rhyme phrases together. So instead of rhyming just bottle, you would rhyme water bottle, and so instead of just rhyming cat, you rhyme with big cat. If that makes sense. I'm trying to think of an example. Big cat, flip match. So that's a terrible example, but an example nonetheless. So you're taking big cat and you're rhyming it with flip splat. So you're rhyming phrases rather than just words. And the next thing is that your flow needs a little bit of work. You definitely have it down for the most part, but just play around with some different kinds of styles. I felt like at times that your flow got a little stale, being the same consistent flow throughout. So I would definitely work on switching up a little bit, try some double time, try some other different things. Just play around. And I think that you would do well listening to some older Eminem, like Marshall Mathers LP, the first one. I would have you give that a listen, and I think you have some potential, definitely. And I'm not, like, I legit think, I hear your voice, and I just want to hear it crispy, like, produced well, and I'm very curious to see what would come out of that, because your content and what you're speaking about is great, and I just want to see it, I guess, execute it a little bit better. Even like your album cover here, I'm not sure who made that for you. If you made it yourself, awesome artwork, and I really like that. And another thing would be just to have your face on screen, whether you make a music video or something. It's very important, if you actually want to make this a thing, is to, you need your face in front of people for people to connect with you. And the best thing, if you look at NK47, he just does simple videos of him in the studio rapping in front of the microphone. It's a simplistic video, but it works nonetheless because you can see him and you can see the person and connect with him. So thanks, man. I hope you got some content out of this. I think we got another one of yours coming up. So on to the next. All right, guys, and next up we got Sham again with a little 2.5 minute song called Beginning. So let's do it. Produced by Drawn Fresh.
Ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while and you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me.
You all tryna fuck the game, but you're nothing quick for your disrespect. Check who you fucking with, a 5'9" angry leprechaun. I'ma keep getting mine till my breath is gone. My whole fucking mind a new echelon. Set it on new makeup, wearing snakes, swearing fake love. You all a disgrace. Since a preteen I've been ready. Now I'm 17, shit, my heart's heavy. This where I grew up, had my first fight. Ran home, threw up in the middle of the night. This where I learned that fucking mind state. Yeah, this where I burned and had my mind break. Never leaving my roots, we all going shoot. I'm bringing you with me, I love this city. Love these street lights, love this concrete. This what feels right, so fuck any palm trees. Don't hate this pain, cause this what made me. I love this city, cause this what shaped me. Watch where you step, I'm not finished yet. Eat you up, get lost in my diminished head.
I see you with the Maltese on this one, though.
Don't you leave, it's not over yet. Wanna fuck with me, see how cold it gets. Been up hell twice, it's high Fahrenheit. Dark soul and a heart that's hard as ice. Mom's is crying, got no father to help. Gone past trying, all I know is hell. Too many motherfuckers think this show and tell. This pain that eats me, almost like defeat me. But fuck that, till my last breath I'ma fight. Saying fuck the world as I look up to the sky. You fake motherfuckers, go suck a dick. I give you a reason enough to quit. I'm seeing the mask shake it, let it slip. This world's mine for the taking, I'ma get it quick. Put a jet black, step back, then let it slip. Fuck what you thinking, this just the beginning.
DreadFreshBeats.com.
Alright, guys, that was Sham Beginning, and first thing is I think the production was done a lot better in this song compared to the last one, so big ups on that. I liked, in this song, I think was overall just a better song in the sense that I think that you came a little bit better with Maltese even, which is weird that the one thing that I want you to work on you did in this song, which was cool. So I think your lyricism improved, the production improved, and even your flow, I feel like, is a little bit better in this song. But the one thing that I would give you on this song would be, again, I think you need to play around with different flows, because I think that your flow gets a little stale because it's the same thing. And I think that you suffer from what my brother suffered, and my brother used to rap way back in the day, is that my brother, and I think you have lyrics that you want to write, and then you write them out, and you squeeze them to fit the beat instead of having the beat match your lyrics. And so my brother would write out all these lyrics. He was a great lyricist, but he would have something that he wanted to say, and he would never match the lyrics to fit the beat. And he would, because he wanted to say these lyrics, and he wouldn't draw back or change or fix the lyrics to make it fit the beat. And I think there's a similar thing going on. You're definitely way better than what my brother was rapping, but it's a similar kind of thing, is that I think that you need to play around and learn different flows. And I think one thing to do that would just to be to listen to different artists and pick your favorite artists, and I guarantee they switch their flow up at least a little bit, or at least they have the same flow, but the cadence in which they rap it will be different throughout the remainder of the verse. And I think that's one big thing that I think you need to work on. And again, I would like to see your face and what you look like so I can connect with you better, because I hear you have an accent. I'm not sure what it is. And it would be awesome. So say you're Irish or you're Indian or whatever you are. It would be great if I could see your face so I could connect that. And I feel like I would get a better connection of who you are. And I think that is a big thing. And if you see anyone blowing up, there's no one big that you don't know what they look like. And a big thing with why that is because people connect with people. So if you want to make music your thing, you have to have a presence of a person. And you need to have, I don't want to say a gimmick, but you need to have something to make yourself stand out from others. So like Hobson has the contacts, Futuristic has the bright, vibrant colors. Just everyone has a little something to make them stand out. It's just like an identity kind of thing. Like I always wear hats. That's my thing. And whatever. I mean, everyone has, it doesn't have to be a crazy exotic thing, but you have to have something. So I would try to work on some videos, even if it's just on your phone. You turn it around and you're just rapping at the camera, do it music video style, record the thing while the song's playing in the background, then take that video and put it in a video recorder, line it up with the song, cut out the audio from your video, and then you have yourself a little music video, and that's it. So I like your ambition. Just you submitting two things and spending this money to do this shows how much you want this to happen. So hit me up on Twitter and we can connect, and I definitely want to talk to you a little bit more. So thank you so much, Sham, and on to the next. All right, guys, and next up is, I think his name is Mike, MIK3, and the song is called Hide and Seek.
But don't say that you're escaping from the plans that we were making. I know I might have did a lot of things completely shady, but face it, I've been amazed by the feelings we're having lately, and my heart just ain't a part of it. Let's go back to right where we started. I would hate to feel ahead and go and fall again. And every moment, every place I always saw you at, I wanted just to tell you that I love you back. But I never said it, I don't know just where my head is, cause the feeling of regret is something bad. I hope you get it, that I thought that I would love you back when we were young and selfish. It's hard for me just to think you weren't ready. But I know now. Yo, I start my hit
can't kill this. Through whom I see no bliss. Bitch, don't give me no fucking kiss. You're the reason why I'm so stressed and pissed. I'm a school shooter for killing. Me and Nico just be chilling. Before we get the guns and be fulfilling. I'm pumped, this is so thrilling. I like to see the unwilling. It makes it more fun for the villain. I'm ready for your death. Oh shit, Nico got the fire breath. When you see the white, it's just meth. This better not end like Macbeth. I had a dark feeling. Bitch, you said you love me, now you're leaving. This is no way of how I've been grieving. What the fuck do I keep breathing?
You can run, you can hide. I feel the demon inside. You can die or survive, but now I feel so alive. Oh, 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 I feel the demon inside. Oh, 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 and now we feel so alive.
All right, guys, that was MIK3 Hide and Seek featuring Nico Rocks. And off the jump, dude. Oh, spelling again. Off the jump, dude. I really like your voice for MIK3. Like, you have a very powerful voice, and it reminds me of, I guess, like a Tech Nine Strays music vibe. And I think that, I'm not sure if you're influenced by them or whatever, but I definitely am getting that vibe, and I like your voice a lot. Again, like harping back to some of the other entries earlier on, I would love to see you and what you look like and how you would look on screen delivering your vocals. I think that the song was pretty well produced. I think it was a little overproduced at some points, but all in all, like it was produced very well. I do like that the mix and master, everything was great. So for you, dude, I really dig your stuff. Your verse was great, and I really feel like you would work well in that niche of like the strange music kind of characters. So I see you do have a, let's pull this up here on your YouTube channel. You do have like you like that, and I see there's some other stuff where you do have you on video, which is cool, and it looks like you have a music video. Yeah, for Hold On. So it looks like you do have a music video, so you are taking those steps. But like for each upload, for each audio upload, I would like to see you do kind of like what NK47 does, is do a simple kind of video with like you in front of the mic just rapping the song. And I think that would work out well, just easily connects people better with you and your music. But I like that. Your name is cool and unique. MIK3 or Mike, I guess, is your name. And going on to the Nico Rocks, I feel like your biggest thing is that I think that you should work on is your flow. And I think that you could definitely look to MIK3 on tips and tricks for that, because I think you're falling into kind of what I said for Sham, is that I feel like you're not putting enough words in your bars. And I feel like if you're kind of playing catch up with the beat, and it seems a little like you're not doing enough words. And I think if you do that, and you learn a little bit of cadence and flow from MIK3, you also would work well in the song, because I do like the sound of your voice. But all in all, guys, I think this was a dope song. Definitely one of the better ones I've heard on this Fiverr Friday submissions, is that I think just the production alone, you guys know what you're doing, and just play around that a little bit more. I think there's a little bit too much compression probably in it. I would cut back on that just a tad. But overall, guys, this was a solid entry, and I do like what you are doing. Hit me up on Twitter. Follow me and tweet at me and just say, hey, it's MIK3, and I definitely want to talk to you guys a little bit more and see what we can do to help progress your thing a little bit farther, because you got about 1,600 views, which is nothing to sneeze at, and like 200 subscribers. And another big thing is that I see you're loving everyone's comments. I would definitely comment and personally say thank you, or continue a conversation with those people, because liking and loving the comment is good, but I think you need to connect with your audience on a personal level and start relationships, and that's how you create diehard fans. And so yeah, that is my advice for you guys. Excited to see what you guys put out in the future, and definitely hit me up, and let's be sure to keep in contact. So on to and next up, guys, is James Colt, Dear Dad, the Logic 1-800 remix. Such a great beat.
Dear Dad, why'd you have to go so soon? It feels like I never fully got to know you. You lost track of your life when your pops passed, trying to drink away your problems through a shot glass. And I just hope that I don't fall into the same path. I've had addictive personality since way back. It's in our blood, man, sometimes I really hate that. But boring like in other ways, I wouldn't change that. You loved work and you put that over everything. You even put it in liquor over a wedding ring. They say you never know what you have till it's gone. That's why I'm writing you this song. It's like I've been stressing and second guessing decisions. I'm learning lessons and growing up, gaining wisdom. You're about the picture that's never was in my vision. You help me buy this equipment, you share my songs and you listen. When I was younger, heard arguing in the kitchen, moving around a lot, houses always switching. As I got older, began to see your addiction. Mom tried to stay calm but couldn't stick with it. I don't blame her, but sometimes I blame myself. Like there was some way or somehow I could've helped. Like damn, maybe if I called the ambulance a little faster, we wouldn't be in this disaster. Instead of staring at the blood on the wall like it's plaster, fuck, I guess it doesn't matter, cause grandma's crying in the arms of the pastor. And all the stories get a happy ever after, but me and my brother stuck together, that's for life too. Mama found new love, met a nice dude. It's James Colt, got cold flows, no Ice Cube. How's the weather in heaven? Hope it's a nice view. Nowadays everything ain't the same, Dad. A lot of problems are bottled up in my brain, Dad. I never thought that I would have to feel this way, Dad, but I can't help it, I'm breaking down every day. I don't wanna get upset, I don't think I should regret holding on to what is left. Hope you're happy looking down, I just wanna make you proud. Even though you're not around, I know you'll always be there. I know that you'll always care, so I love you and I swear. Even though we weren't prepared, maybe this was meant to be. This is what you meant to me, won't forget the memories. I won't forget the memories. Rest in peace. I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. If you let my life ain't mine, can relate.
All right, guys, that was James Colt, Dear Dad. And off the jump, dude, appreciate you making a video for it. Love seeing people in their faces, so you get a little bit more emotion. I definitely appreciate you putting the lyrics at the top of the video. So overall, dude, I really like your voice and think you have potential in your flow. Again, I like subject matter. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, man, but talking strictly of like technical side of things, for you, I think the biggest thing is to learn that silence and taking a moment is just as important as your lyricism and your flow, because you do have a nice flow. Your voice is, I like your voice, but I think the biggest thing is you, and like you're on beat and I like your flow, but I feel like the one thing is that you're cramming lyrics back to back to back to back to back without giving people a second to like take and digest what you said. So you have this like this raw emotional line and you spit it and then you're on to the next. Like I feel like you can learn a lot even from like the chorus of Logic's 1-800. I've been on my own, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm at, like there's small pauses in there, and that gives it like a melody. And I think the same can be said for a verse, is that the best rappers, even like Eminem, when he's spitting and he's rapping, he's putting so much stuff into his verses. If you go back and listen to him, he does have those moments. Even in Rap God, when he's like spitting like crazy, he has those moments where he sits and it's like not even that long. It's like half a second, but it just gives you a little bit of time to digest what the person said and then move on to the next. And it gives you like a break of this was a bar and this was a bar. Like this was the thought and this is another thought. And that is, I think, one of the only things that I can speak for you. Another thing would be, I like your video. Turn the camera, I guess, a little bit so we can see your face, because we see the profile of you. I would like to see you up front because you get a little bit better emotion. And I feel like I'm going to be a broken record on these Fiverr Friday things with this thing. But being able to see someone's face in the front, I definitely appreciate the video, but I think it will work better if we can see you. And you don't have to have the video be the exact moment that you're recording the verse. So you can record the verse, then come back, and you don't need to have like that big pop filter background thing behind it, and just take that down so it's just the microphone, and then you can rap in front of the camera. So I hope that helps. But yeah, dude, I like your look, I like the style, I like your voice. I would play around with some different mixings. And another thing, again, I'm going to be a broken record on this. You guys are going to be tired of hearing me this. Go to Fiverr and try a different person to mix and master your thing and see how they sound. It's only going to be like $5, $10, $15. You spent 30 on this, which I appreciate, but you could also spend 5 to 10, 15 or whatever a good producer or a engineer costs on Fiverr, and you can spend 10, 15 bucks and just see how they execute that. And you'll see that I think that it'll come out. This is crisp and this is good, but I think you're going to see it's going to be a lot more oomph behind it. And you can also sing a little bit, which is cool. So, dude, I like what you're doing. Got like 800 subscribers. That's cool. And it looks like you are responding to some comments. Another thing is that I would make sure that you're responding to as many comments as you can to create hardcore fans. And that's going to be the biggest thing, is that people might not subscribe and comment. And then if you comment and respond to them like, oh my God, you responded to me, I'm going to subscribe and follow this guy. So that's something else to think about. And overall, dude, Ashley's creeping in here. What's up? I like you a lot, man. And definitely hit me on Twitter so we can talk, because I definitely think you have a future in this. James Colt. I remember that. It's also a pretty cool name. So, on to the there is no next. So, thank you guys so much. This is still like the second week of Fiverr Friday. We're still working out the kinks of how we are doing this. I've had people hit me up that want their own separate video, so I might have an option to do that later down the road. We will see. So, forgive me as we are still working through the kinks of how we're going to be doing this Fiverr Friday thing. So if you guys want me to react to your music, it's simple. Just go over to fiverr.com/CakesMitchell. Link in the description box and follow the process of how to do that there. Thank you all so much. Really enjoying listening to you guys and giving you feedback. And you guys are taking the criticism well, because that's one of the biggest things, is I'm not telling you things to be an a-hole. I'm like, I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to make great music. And I think that just me telling you that you are great is not a beneficial way to go about that. You want to hear my opinion. You want to hear my honest opinion about how I think you can get better. So I'm going to cut out all the BS and just give you what I think and what I think you can work on and what steps that you can take to move to the next level. So thank you guys for taking this so well. My name is Cakes Mitchell. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram @CakesMitchell. And until next time.